So, Renato, I want to just kick this off, man. You'd been working with us for quite some time in the Accelerator program, and then, you ventured off, spread your wings, and you absolutely took off and flew. So, I want to just know, where are you currently at within your coaching business? Like, what kind of model is it? You still doing one-to-one? Is it group style? Where's income at? And then anything you just want to share, man.
Alrighty, well, I gotta say a lot of things have changed in the past year. It's been incredible. It's been an incredible year of growth. It's been a year of some difficulties as well. It's all you always have some struggles within business, but things you learn. I gotta say from the last time we spoke, I believe I was still building up my coaching business where I was able to bring in an assistant coach. I was able to bring in a CSM, which was in charge of just bringing in people in through the funnel and getting them into the program. Um, it's pretty cool because I grew to a place where I really needed that assistant coach because it was just too much on my hand.
Mhm.
I got to a place where I was working with up to three people. Obviously, my assistant coach, we would divide that. And we were getting a steady flow of people coming in. From there, it grew. So I was doing most of my coaching online. And as you know, with online, it's really fun, it's really cool, but sometimes we need that sense of community. We need that sense of having somebody around.
Agree.
So it was an opportunity came where I could go back into coaching in person and at a significantly different price as I was charging as before I actually started my coaching business. And that was, I believe, because of all the how would you say uh the credibility I got from just building up my brand, building up myself through the whole process. So I was my old boss reached out to me, needed some extra help, just with a couple of handful of classes in the F45 training studio. So I was like, yeah, I could go in, I could coach a couple of classes. It was really cool because I could set up my own terms. I really was able to like set up the price that I was looking for. I was able to set up just enough time where I could see people in person, but it didn't take away from anything that I was doing online.
Mhm.
And then from there, it also gave me the availability where I could like set my schedule exactly how I want.
Mhm.
From there, I noticed a big potential. And this is something that I got to credit to you guys, to all my other mentors, to everything that helped me out in these past couple of years. Because growing in the skills of sales and the skills of growing a business and all these different things that entail about marketing, creating those relationships and growing in many different fields really helped me overcome any sense of limiting beliefs that I had myself.
Mhm.
And it also helped me place myself in a very high authority position where I saw a place within this training studio where everything that I learned from the past couple of years I could have implemented and I could have made it like really blow up. So it was literally one day I went up to my old boss and I was like, "Hey, I see a lot of potential here. I I see a way where we could really blow this studio up." And I offered my expertise as a partner, and I actually became a partner with it within the franchise, within the studio, and I'm really using a lot of what I've learned in all these mentorship programs about sales, about marketing, about
Wow.
creating systems and processes within. So I'm doing that, and in parallel with my nutrition coaching business, that I was able to. I actually sold a lot of my contracts out to a couple of old a couple of nutrition coaches that I have that I've made relationships with that have the same type of process and mentality that I have. So I was able to sell those contracts out, and was able to keep a lot of like the contracts that the members that I really wanted to focus on, that I had the most enjoyment, the most fulfillment from. So I was able to keep that there, and I'm still doing the nutrition side on the nutrition coaching on the side, but now it's more of an exclusive, really high end offer that I offer
Mhm.
I only offer a handful of people. I open up maybe 1 or 2 spots a month where I could bring someone in, and it's usually very, very high end, where I try to engulf everything, but that's parallel. And then I'm also building up the F45 business on the side. So that's
Wow, man.
Man, congrats, man.
That's
Honestly, like
crazy.
I had a feeling you were gonna like announce something big, but man, that's great. Honestly, like I'm telling you, Renato, like we knew from day one, man. There's like there's something special about this guy. So
Man,
I could go on for like, tons of time just like acknowledging you, man. But I'm super proud of you. Like, congratulations on that.
Thanks. I appreciate that. And it's opportunities that come up. Sometimes you have to envision where you see yourself going in the future, and things come up, other opportunities present themselves,
Yeah.
is that you either pick them or you sway away and you try to focus on other things. And to be honest, there's no really any bad mistakes someone can make that you can't come away from, that you can't build up from. And every decision that you make helps you get closer to that next level. That's where I felt I was getting into places where it was really cool being there, but I also like seeing other opportunities. So I'm still in a place where I'm trying a whole bunch of things out. Of course, there's struggles, and of course, there's really good things that come out of it.
Mhm.
It's these ways to grow, ways to get better, and I feel that's what when you grow in. When I came into this, I came in as a trainer. I came in as someone that just knew how to get people fit, and that obviously I had somewhat of a good way of communicating with a lot of my clients. But now with the skills of sales, marketing, with all these skills as a business owner, it just helped me expand so much. Where I'm doing these two things, and I'm still getting messages from a lot of other business owners on the back end, trying to get me to help work on their business or team up with them. And it's really cool because you could see how how picking up these skills help you in the back end
Yeah.
really branch out and grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome,
Absolutely,
man.
man.
And I guess like the big question I have out of this, because this kind of threw me off left field. I had all these other questions about your direct online business and all this stuff. It's great though, man. I'm happy for you too. But I guess the question I want to know, and this would be great for the listeners too, that are looking to build their business, build the skill sets like you're doing, break the limiting beliefs, and stay in this in the long game and don't think this is a short game, right? Was there a point when you're building your online business, man, like last year, where you're just like, I've hit like these milestones, but it's just not fulfilling me the way I wanted to. And that's why you kind of decided to go into the in-person side of things and have a community and maybe now run like a hybrid model.
Completely. Yeah, there was a point where I was growing that it was taking so much of my time. This was right before I hired my assistant coach. It was taking so much of my time just to I was in a way where you know how sometimes you get a huge influx of people coming in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You probably do that for you could have that going on for like maybe a month or two, but then on the back end you got to take an account, you got to fulfill with
Yeah.
these that you're making. So then I would go into months where I was just working on fulfillment online, and then I wasn't getting anybody in, and then I noticed, wow, my bank account is going down, I got to get more people in, and it was just so frustrating. So that was one point where I noticed, okay, I got to get help, and I got to build the business. So that's where I hired my assistant coach, and then I hired a CSM that would help me keep that nurture sequence going,
Mhm.
even if it's busy fulfilling or busy working with my assistant coach. But then it got to a point where, okay, I had the help, I had a little bit more time for myself, and it was cool seeing everyone online, but I really needed that sense of being with someone in person, because you can only be in a box
I
for
know.
so long.
Yeah.
It kind of gets to you, and I was getting it from like some friends, but as you know, sometimes when you're in business, um even some of your close friendships start falling. So having those close friendships, maybe getting like not being as strong as they were before, and maybe not having as much communication with people outside of the online world, that really made me want to branch into actually being around people. So I tried the nutrition. I tried doing seminars, and to be honest, that worked until it didn't. It worked for when I had all the studios around here that wanted to team up. I helped them out, but then I finished off with those, and I kind of didn't want to travel just yet because I noticed that whenever I traveled, my business suffered.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that. And then that's where I was like, hey, maybe I could just coach a couple of hours here and there in a couple of studios. And that's what helped made me want to go into coaching in studio and actually being around people. And
Wow.
that's where it kind of evolved. It's kind of shifted, and I've just been trying different things out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
awesome, man. And everything you're saying is so true, man. Because I know like whoever's listening to this is going to get a lot of value from that. But I guess my last question to land this plane is like, if you had like one piece of advice to give to like, a brand new health and fitness coach going into this entrepreneurial journey, wanting to build an online business and a hybrid of in person, like what is your best like piece of advice for this person to stay in it and play the long game?
Well, first of all, it's very cliche, but don't stop.
Yep.
That's like number one thing. Don't stop. Just it's the same as what we communicate with our nutrition clients and our fitness clients. It's like as long as you keep on fulfilling, when you stop, that's when you actually fail. So as long as you don't stop, you get a much better chance of succeeding. Um, Another thing, work on the little stuff, the boring stuff, the stuff that is like the minuscule, like the day-to-day task. Heck, I'm still doing calls. I still keep track of how many calls I make a day, how many people answered, how many people didn't, how many of
Mhm.
I was able to sell, how many of those I was closed. I still do that day to day. I still keep track of how many messages I'm sending in a day.
Yep.
So those little things, if you do that long enough, you're gonna succeed.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, and this was I think this made me I remember when I switched and I went into the partnership with F45, and then I was like, okay, my business, I didn't want to get rid of it completely, but I sold almost all my contracts out. Um, don't see any sense of a new endeavor as a failure on the other hand. But because I'm still doing the coaching thing, the nutrition thing, but that may have not gotten to where I was thinking it was gonna go to when I first started it, but it helped me grow and evolve in a way where right now I may be in a similar kind of different path, but I'm still growing, I'm still succeeding. And sometimes what you have in mind for the future when you first start off is not where you're going to end up. And
100%.
where you end up might be completely different, but might be something better, something more suitable for you.
Yeah. Wow,
100%, man.
man.
It's like that evolution and just like accepting and being okay and surrendering to that unknown.
Yes,
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah. Damn, man. Well said, Renato. I really appreciate you just coming on, man, just dropping these value bombs and just the wisdom. And just again, man, number one, giving us a chance to first help you, just in your journey early on, man. I really appreciate it. I respect the heck out of you. And I wish you the best, man, going forward. I know you're going to do great things. So where can the listeners follow all your work and see what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm still very active in sharing a lot of fitness and nutrition advice on Instagram. You could follow me at renato.arriaza. It's just how my name is spelled. There, if you guys want to jump in, I talk a lot more on nutrition, but I share some fitness things as well. So that's a lot of shareable stuff that you can have with your clients. And Chris, Eric, I want to thank you guys. I mean, you guys were my first coaches, my first mentors. You guys really helped me jump into this. And to be honest, when I started, I was completely scared. I didn't have the money, and I didn't know where I wanted to go. And you guys helped me overcome that and really grow in the aspect of how I saw the world, how I understood money, how I understood business. And if I didn't take that step with you guys when back in what was it, 2020,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I just want to
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You
Yeah.
bet, man. You bet.
Thank you, man.
I
Appreciate
received
that. That
that.
gave me the chills, man. I really appreciate that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll go check out what Renato's doing. He's awesome. And then we'll catch you guys on the next 1 year later testimonial and case study. We're out of here.
I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, dude, come on. I was literally watching this video, watching this interview, and you literally just pop up on the screen and interrupt it. Trust me, there's a good reason for this. Just hold on, and I'm gonna let you get back to that interview or that video. Trust me, all right? So the reason why I stopped you on this is because we're giving away our book 100% free. Okay, so if you're a frustrated fitness professional, you're not growing fast enough, you're looking to future-proof and recession-proof your business by adding online training, or if you're doing online training, you want to scale and grow faster, all you have to do is check out our new book. We're giving the audio away, we're giving the PDF away. So all you have to do is click the link below in the description box and get your free copy. All right, so now back to the video.
All right, guys, welcome back to another year later case study in the Accelerator program. So we have the awesome Collette Morris with us. Collette, so I'm going to dive right into this because we have the timer up, but it's been about a year since you've been in the Accelerator program. You were in the Accelerator program for quite some time. You've had a lot of success. So I want to just, get into like sharing where you're at, and more importantly, like what is your current, like where are you currently at in your coaching business, and like how many clients do you have, what's your income at, and what's the type of coaching model you're at right now?
Yeah, so right now I have 60, somewhere between 65 and 70 clients is where we're at right now. I have an assistant coach now, which she helps me with some of this. I don't manage every single one of them on my own. And our monthly income, we're steadily bringing in anywhere between 10 to 15K a month, which is great. And that's grown so much. And it's nice to just, have that compared to before, stressing about getting to the 10K or having enough to run the systems that we need to manage on the back end too. But it's all been really, really great. There's been amazing growth with everything. As far as the coaching program that we run, we focus on doing more of a long-term transformation with people, teaching them sustainable lifestyle habits that can be applied throughout the rest of their life. And we do a more one-on-one approach in the beginning with the first 3 months with working with them. And then we kind of give them more reins on their own to continue it on after that. And then we also did just release a new program that is a little bit less hands-on. So it's less of a one-on-one, but they still get workouts programmed for them, help with nutrition if they need it, but not somebody there checking in on them every single week. So those are kind of what our programs look like. And our best clients, our ideal clients, are women between the ages of, I would say, 25 to 45 or 50. Work with a lot of moms, work with a lot of really busy people that own their own businesses, go to school, work more than one job, work in the medical field, really busy people. So helping people look at their lifestyle and know that they can make healthy habit changes, and it doesn't have to be something that is daunting or overwhelming. They can see results and in a way that works for them instead of working against them with everything that they're doing too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I would say too, like Collette, like you've obviously achieved a lot, right? And you're still like growing and you're building a lot of stuff out right now. But just looking back like a year later type of like campaign thing we're doing here, what are like some of the big obstacles or hurdles like you face? I know like one of the things was like, definitely like getting all your back end systems all ready and kind of fine tune, right?
Yeah, so that's a big one that people don't think about when you have a business. So we all want to grow our business, but as you grow, you have to update your back end systems to be able to manage all of the new clients that you're getting, or make your life easier so that you have less computer things to do and can focus more on your individual clients and helping them. Some struggles that I've had now growing a little bit bigger and having to pivot my business in that way are growing back-end systems. Like I mentioned, I had to hire an assistant, which has been amazing and has actually made my life way easier. We're a very good collaborative team. So even on the creative end of making content and being there for our clients, she is a very big value piece to add in for everything there. One thing I changed was repositioning my monthly reoccurring revenue to be 6 and 12 months instead of 3 months. So that way we can get clients in for a much longer time and be able to nurture them for longer. A sales calendar. Sometimes when you have all these great big ideas and all these things you want to do, it's hard to know when you should be doing them. So planning out when we're launching our sales, when we're starting to promote for those launches, how we're messaging people leading up to those as well. has been super helpful for us. But definitely a struggle and a learning curve with just planning all of that out and tracking everything to make sure that we're doing everything in a timely manner, getting the number of people we want in the programs or the launches, and nurturing them throughout and afterwards too. A lot of times people don't think about the afterwards and leading up to clients closing on a program or ending a program and what that looks like with getting them back in. So just really emphasizing the nurturing and letting your clients know that you're there for them in any way possible. And making sure you can update things as fast as possible for them too, and have the best systems in place for your clients. So that's been a big thing, was just updating back end systems and building a well-oiled machine so that we have less work to do on the daily and can just focus on the work that we're most passionate about, which is obviously teaching everyone about their health and wellness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all important stuff. So let's switch gears here. And in the Accelerator, we're big on mind growth, right? Like if your mind isn't right, your business isn't going to be right, and you're probably going to be just driving yourself nuts. So how have you grown mentally, since being in the program like over a year and like where you're at now?
The biggest thing is just really believing in myself and having the confidence to know that I can do the hard things and I can do anything that any other influencer or whatever is doing. Like it was a big thing for me before, having the imposter syndrome or comparing myself to other people. And working with you guys and other people that also do what I do, like health coaches, it was a lot easier to just believe in myself and know that the struggles that I went through, other people went through as well. So even now, like I will think back at times where I reached out to the group for support or you guys gave me advice on things. But really where I've grown the most mentally is that belief and confidence in myself, because I don't want to say like I couldn't do it ever without you guys, but it would have been really, really hard to believe with certain things and trust myself that it's okay to fail. Like even if something goes wrong and you fail, it's totally fine, because you still, I bet, learned what went wrong and you won't do it again next time. And that's how you learn in your business. But having the confidence and the support and the resources that I needed. And then you guys are always just great about anything I need now to come to you, ask you guys questions, or get your input on something, or just inviting me to things that you guys know are going to be helpful to me as a business owner now, and getting me involved in things even without being directly enrolled in your program. So I can't thank you guys enough for that, because that's obviously so helpful for me even now.
Yeah,
that's huge. 100%. That's huge.
Yeah, and honestly, like Collette, it's just been awesome to see your growth like this whole past year, and just kind of like post like being out of the Accelerator too, and just catching up on this call today too. And it's just awesome to see your growth. So I'm really proud of you, and just thank you so much for giving us an opportunity, investing in yourself, investing in the Accelerator. And I can't wait to see where you're going to be in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So
it's been awesome. You're going to be doing some big things.
Yeah,
I hope so. I'm excited. Yes. Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So really quick, where can like some of the viewers just go connect with you and just see what you're doing?
Yeah, so a great place to find me is on Instagram at Seymour Fitness, on Facebook at Seymour Fitness. You can add me as a friend or join my free group there too. That's mainly it. I would say Instagram. Facebook. That's so many
damn social platforms.
IG and Facebook.
You don't need to look at my TikTok.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, guys. Well, go connect with Collette. She's awesome, and just go see what she's doing, and just model her too, what she's doing for like inspiration. But once again, Collette, thank you so much for your time today, and just again, like Chris said, super proud of you, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next case study.
Ooh, those were good, weren't they? 2 six-figure coaches right there. So if you guys want more insights on how they did some of those things, check out the free book you guys get there. That's a free copy on us for you. The second thing to do is watch this training right here. 6 new ways to build a 6-figure online health and fitness coaching business after you just learn from Renato and Collette. Watch this training right here.